So here we have our prime leg extension. We're just going to go through how to set it up. So firstly, I'm going to sit on the seat. There's a green handle down the left hand side. You're just going to lift that up. That moves the backrest forward and backwards. So I'm just going to get it so I'm comfortable. You want your knee in line with the pivot point. I'm just going to pull this pin. And depending on how long your legs are, and you just want it sitting at the top of your trainer. We can move this backwards and forwards. If we got it on air, that's going to be the biggest range of movement, and my quads are going to feel the tension right from the start, right through the movement. If you've got sore knees or you range of movement isn't as much, you can just move it down a little bit and it's just taking that tension off your knees. The weight system on this is a little bit different to most of the machines. Firstly, it's in pounds because it's American. That's going to start off as 10 pounds, so 4.5 kilogram. We move it into the 5 at the top, and we do that by pulling it and twisting, so that adds 5 pounds on. So that is now 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 25 pounds. So each block goes up 20 pounds, which is roughly 9 kilos. Each one of these goes up 5 pounds, which is roughly 2.5. So you just move it in smaller increments at the top, bigger increments at the bottom. So the unique selling point is the cam system, and it just shifts the focus of the weight on different positions, different like starting position or end position. For 99.9% of people in this gym, number one is similar to every single leg extension. The most of the weights will come on in the middle position. End position is quads at the top, squeezing. Start position is obviously starting. Middle range is about there. So most of the weight's going to come on as you're bringing the weights up. We've got a little instruction card on there. So this will tell me number 3 is the beginning range. So when I'm lifting that now, all the weight is at the start position. So I'll feel it as I start. It's really, really hard. And as it gets up to the end range, it gets a little bit easier. If I change that to number 2, that's at the end range. So most of the weight, it'll be easier at the start. And when I'm at the top of the movement, that's when the most weight's going to be there. So I know what you're saying. What's the difference? Why would I use them? 99.9% of people don't even worry about it. Put it on number 1 and just do your reps. We're always stronger in the end range, so you'll be able to lift more weight if it's set to the end range. If you have a knee injury, using the end range, it's just a little bit easier to get it going, depending on what feels best for you. Just to confuse you all even more, we have a number 4 and number 5, and they are basically middle to end range or middle to beginning range. Jump on it, try each movement, stick with what you feel best with. One thing I have found really good is drop sets. So just like a normal leg extension. When I get tired out on that, I would then move it to the end range, number 2, and I can just get them extra reps in on a drop set. When I'm fatigued at the bottom where I'm at the weakest, I can get some more reps in as well. So that's a really good transition for drop sets as well.